Welcome to Sparring Spin Weekly. I'm Jack Curtis. It's Friday, February 11th, 2022. I am reporting to you from study room outside of 2115 to bring you your weekly Sparring news. Our top story is mock trial is finally back in the courthouse. Good for them. They're practicing and competing again. They will start competing this week. And, oh, my bad there. And a statement from a member and a good buddy of mine, Aiden Rusk. He had some views to express. Quote, "It was great to be able to practice and compete again in the courthouse, and it's also amazing to have so many new members to mock trial." Unquote. Thank you, Aiden. Have an amazing time at mock trial. Now to our next story. This one's a big one. Keystone teacher and bar coordinator Mr. Johnson is running for city council, and he has a few words to discuss about his candidacy. Johnson sat down with our very own Dale Summerfield. Now let's take a look at the video.
Pleasure to have you here today, Mark.
Thanks for having me, Dale.
Awesome. So, a couple questions I have for you is, what was the decision for you to run for city council?
So I've always been interested in my commitment to public service. I'm a teacher here at the high school, and really my strong core values of public service led me to running for city council. I really have a strong desire also to give back to my community. Superior is where I'm from. I graduated from Superior High School. I lived here all my life. And I'm a solutions-focused kind of a person. So I want to make sure that we have an increase in interest in our natural resources. I want to make sure that our small businesses are supported and continue to grow, and that they have a voice at City Hall. And I'm sure that, you know, I have a vested interest in the young people in Superior, the next generation. And so I want to make sure that they also have a voice and connected to city government. It's important to me to grow this city, and having young folks interested in staying here and helping build that economy is very important to me.
Awesome. And what do you want the young people to understand about city government compared to national or state government? Because I know there's a lot of negative news media out there. What do you want them to understand how city government is different from state and national government?
The greatest thing about local government is that your voice is heard and it matters. In the 9th district where I'm running, I can go to my neighbors and say, what do you want to see happen in the city? I can go to the folks down the road and say, what is it that's important to you? And we can make some of those changes immediately. It's not tied up in all this bureaucracy, red tape. It's citizens making a difference immediately in a lot of cases.
And how are you looking for the young people to get involved? What can they do to be involved?
Well, we have a lot of folks that are seniors in high school that are 18 or becoming close to 18, registering to vote, getting out there and actually talking to people, candidates like you are today, understanding what the issues are, bringing their voice ahead, registering to vote, and voting. That's the biggest thing that young people can do that often doesn't happen. And just knowing that you have a voice, even as a young person in the city, whether you're 18 or not, you still have a voice in what happens in our city.
Thank you, Mr. Johnson, and great job, Dale. The meal from this week, from the cafeteria we would like to highlight this week is the fresh orange chicken, cooked to perfection, sweet and spicy sauce on top, and amazing brown steamed rice. It's like a 5-star restaurant here. Go check it out next Wednesday. Now, we begin with our Sparring Sports. We start with boys swim and dive as they compete at sectionals in Menominee. They recently hosted the Big River Conference meet where they finished 4th out of 7th, and Coach Bill Punko had a few words to say about the meet, interviewed by Tatum Williams.
Hi Spartans, I'm here with Mr. Punko, the boys swim and dive coach. How did you guys think we did last weekend hosting the Big River Conference?
We did all right. We finished 4th out of 7 teams. We finished with a 4-4 season, so kind of figured out where we would be and where we should be as far as where our scores ended up. We had some fast wins, but we're looking forward to next weekend when we have our final meet, the sectional championships down in Hudson.
Tell us about your record.
Well, we hosted Hudson, Eau Claire, Menominee, Chippewa Falls, River Falls, Rice Lake, and us. And Hudson and Eau Claire are big powerhouses in the conference. Between those two teams, they broke 6 records, cool records this year. Some of them dating back to 1985, so it was pretty impressive races. It's fun to watch fast people swim fast, and I tell the kids, you want to swim fast, you got to do the fastest you can do. And we have been. We're doing real well that way.
Now, let's turn to our girls basketball, who competed on Monday and lost a thriller to Esco in a double overtime 43-41. They traveled to Grand Rapids tonight to take on the Thunderhawks for their Lake Superior's conference title. Good luck to them. Have a good time. Now let's move over to boys basketball. On Tuesday, the Spartans traveled down Highway 2 looking to complete their sweep of the county rival, the Northwestern Tigers, but were defeated in a close one by score of 72-68. They were set to play Grand Rapids last night, but the game got canceled due to weather. As for boys hockey, they were defeated by the Cloquet Esco Carleton team by a score of 5-2. Good luck next time. Tomorrow, gymnastics will be in Ashland and boys wrestling will compete in regionals at New Richmond. Good luck to them. For more score checks, please go to our website, SpartanSpin.com, where you're most likely watching this right now. The weekend will unfortunately be cold as always in Superior. Oh my God. And yesterday, don't even get me started about the snow. The snow was, I don't even want to talk about it. And the highest we're going to get is a measly 10 degrees. Come on, Mother Nature, give us some warmth next week. Now, in some current news from this week, former Superior Mayor and Duluth Mayor Herb Bergeson passed away at the age of 65. Bergeson is the only person to have ever been mayor of both towns in the Twin Ports area. Now let's move on to some other things our Spartan Spin staff are working on. We have new courses in 2022 and 2023, new math, new history, new English, you name it, we got it. Now, to our final story, the Superior Choir sang the national anthem at the recent UMD Bulldogs men's hockey game. You can see that story and others on SpartanSpin.com. Thank you for taking a spin with me. I'm Jack Curtis, and that was your weekly news.